Alright guys, so today we're going to do a geography lesson. So we had started with Europe, and I have this paper that should have been in your packet that I sent home. If not, if you didn't get a packet, I'm going to upload a link that you can print this off. Alright, so we had Europe. We traveled across from South America over to Europe, and on the back is your flags of every country, so you can look and see that the difference in the flags. You can look at Chile and tell me, for some reason it printed out doubles of every country, but you can tell me in the comment section, when you find the Chile flag, tell me what one thing that's different between the Chile flag and the United States flag, and one thing that's the same on the Chile flag and the United States flag, okay? And see one more flag. The Peru flag. Tell me one thing that's the same and one thing that is different on the Peruvian flag, all right? And at the very end today, then you're gonna color in your Europe picture for me. Each country should be a separate color. So think of the rainbow. More points for more colors that you use, all right? Stay in the lines. Practice doing the whole country, all right? And you don't have to finish it today. You can take a couple days to work on it if you would like. Next week we'll have a lesson in geography too, so you can add to it then. So I'd rather you take your time and finish it neatly. So if you don't get it all done today because you get tired, that's okay. You can continue working on it the next time we do a geography lesson. All right? Now, things that are on the map that are interesting. We have the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Leaning Tower of Pisa. All right? We have dairy farms. We have the dance here. I think it's an Italian dance. I'll have to look that one up. Or Spanish. Nope, that's the Spanish dance from Spain. We also have castles, lots of castles in England and Scotland and Ireland and Germany. And we have the matador from Spain and the bullfighter. If you ever watched the story about the bull that didn't like to fight, Ferdinand the Bull, my favorite. Holland has flowers, tulips, which you should be seeing coming out around here soon. Our tulips should start coming out of the ground. And also in Holland, you have the windmills. So those are different things that are representative in Europe. So take your time, don't just scribble, and then I can't see the windmill. And don't scribble, and then I can't see the matador and the bull. So the bull should be one color, the matador should be red, because he fights with red, and that makes the bull chase him down. All right? So take your time on this when you work on it. And remember, you don't have to finish it today. It can take you a couple days. But I want each country here different colors. Think rainbow. It should look like a rainbow picture when you're finished. All right? So the book that I'm going to read to you today is Russia. Let me put that in the middle. Russia, Children from Around the World, and we are on Russia. Okay? Let's visit Russia. All right, Russia stretches across Asia and Europe. So we're in Europe, but Russia actually extends all the way across the continent there to Asia as well. Its capital is Moscow. Russia is the largest country in the world. So if I ask you, what is the largest country in the world, you'll be able to tell me Russia. It's almost twice as big as the United States and China. In fact, it has the longest border of any country on earth. And so here's the flag, white, blue, red. So we have red, white, and blue on our flags, but we have lots of stripes, and they just have big stripes, and that's it. We also have stars on our flag, and they don't have any stars, okay? And then see how big Russia is? And it stretches all the way across this continent here from Europe into Asia. All right? Russia has mountains, forests, and steppes. It also has about 2 million lakes. I did not know that. One of the lakes, Baikal, is the deepest and oldest freshwater lake in the world. It is in Siberia, a vast area that covers more than 75% of Russia. It's filled with tundra and taiga, so it's cold. Siberia is cold. They used to send their prisoners to Russia because they never got back out. It was too cold. Reminds me of Alaska, or even above Alaska, the Arctic Circle, Antarctica. There are many different kinds of animals in Russia. The great eagle owl is one of the biggest owls in the world. Its wings can stretch 6 feet across. Their wings would be longer than I am tall. The Arctic fox's coat, so it's part of the Arctic Circle. The Arctic fox's coat changes color. In the winter, it turns white to blend in with the snow, and in the summer, it turns back brown to blend in with the ground. So they also have the European wolf, a caribou, which is like a reindeer, and a sable, which looks to me like a minx and a fox together. Most people in Russia speak Russian. The language uses an alphabet called the Cyrillic. This alphabet does not look like ours. It uses special Greek letters. Almost 100 other languages such as German and Mongolian are also spoken in Russia. So it depends on what part of Russia you live in. You might speak other languages. All right, so hello is privet. Privet. You gotta get the eat sound in there. That makes it very Russian. Privet. Okay, hello. Privet. So see if you can practice that and say it to your dad when you see him. All right? If he's at home, you can run over and say it to him. If he comes home from work later on, then you can greet him at the door. Privet. Okay? Goodbye. Do svidaniya. See that? You have a lot of yeah in their words. Do svidaniya. Goodbye. All right. So it's really hard to learn Russian because it has a lot of sounds in it that are hard for Americans to wrap their mouth around. But it's a fun language to learn. In the past, Russians wore a long shirt called a rubika. It was embroidered with bright shapes and patterns. People wore leather boots and sashes around their waist. Men liked straw hats and linen pants. Women liked glass jewelry. You didn't want to drop your glass jewelry. All right, that's not neat clothes. I like the bright red. Russians eat many types of food. They eat pickles, potatoes, salami, and other types of sausage. On hot days, they enjoy ukroshka, which is a cold soup made from hard-boiled eggs, yogurt, sausage, and cucumbers in their cold soup. I am not a fan of cold soup. Maybe if it's really hot, I would be. I'm not sure about the hard-boiled eggs inside the soup, but hey, Michael, you would eat this soup. You'd eat the hard-boiled eggs anyway. And it must be thick because you add yogurt to it. Well, see now, if it was more yogurty than soup, I think I would like it because I do like yogurt, and that's supposed to be cold. But if it was a watery yogurt, I don't know about that. But I might try it. In the winter, they eat borscht, a stew made with beets and sour cream. I think they like cream in their soups because that yogurt and then sour cream. But I do like stew. I'm not sure I like beets in my stew, but hey, it looks like interesting stuff to try. So I always try everything people offer me because I might not realize that I like something. And so I give it a try and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's not bad. Money in Russia is called the ruble. Coins are called kopecks. There are pictures of very important buildings and people on the Russian money. The 100 ruble bill shows the Bolshoi Theater in Moscow, which is famous for ballets. So in Russia, girls, lots of ballet. It's known for being very famous for ballet, also for gymnastics, or it used to be, not as much anymore, but the ballet definitely. In Russia, folk dance Baranya, people squat and kick their feet. This is a very difficult move called wow, these are hard words, like I said. Prisyadka. The traditional dance of ballet is elegant. Performers jump on tips of their toes to the sound of classical music. I think, Melanie, you probably would be a good ballet. You like to go on your tips of your toes. St. Basil's Cathedral in Moscow is almost 500 years old. Before it was built, no other building in the world looked like it. St. Basil's is very unique. It reminds me of a castle. Many colorful domes shaped like onions. I wouldn't have said that, but I guess that was their shape. It used to be a church, but now it's a state museum. So the girls, look at this, and what do you think? I think it looks like Aladdin's castle. Definitely a princess castle, but it used to be a church. All right, things to remember about Russia. Ballet, dances that use music, costumes, and scenery to tell a story on stage. So Russia is known for ballet. Okay, cathedral, the main church in an area. Rubika, a long linen shirt that the boys used to wear. Steppes, large flat areas of land with grass and very few trees. Taiga, a moist, cold forest that grows on the swampy ground and begins where the tundra ends. Tundra is a large area of flat, cold land with small plants such as moss, herbs, and no trees. No trees on the tundra. Okay, how would your life be different if you lived in Russia? Think about that. How would your life be different if you lived in Russia? For me, I would be eating cold soup. That would be very different because I like hot soups. Even in the summer, I like hot soups. All right. What are some things that are the same between Russia and where we live? Something that would be the same. I do eat potatoes. And they eat potatoes. And I do like sausage. And they eat sausage. I don't do a lot of dances, and I don't speak Russian, but I speak English. I say hello and goodbye. Something that'd be the same. We do have caribou in the United States. That would be the same. And then up in Alaska and around the top parts there, we do have the Arctic culture as well. All right. So those are some things that would be the same and some things that would be different. So remember, you're supposed to find your dad at some point today and tell him hello in Russian. Let's practice. Привет. Привет. You gotta get the part out. Привет. All right. And that's hello in Russia. All right. So remember, as far as the map of Europe that we're working on, take your time, do really good work. And it doesn't have to be finished in one setting. You can do it again whenever I pull out the next book in Europe, because we got several we're going to read before we move on to another continent. All right. So take your time. Each thing, make it look like a rainbow. All right. On this lesson, after this video, there is another video of a Russian dance that I want you to watch and practice. And then there's going to be a third video of me practicing that Russian dance. You cannot watch me practicing the Russian dance until after you watched and practiced the Russian dance first. And if you want to post a video on your submission button of your Russian practice dance, you may. You practicing your Russian dance, all right? Or if you just want to send a picture, that's fine too. And if you have trouble uploading videos on the submission button, remember you can always text them to me on my phone. All right? All right, have fun with this lesson and have fun with the dance coming up.